Your leadership doesn't want a link to 500 bills. They want to know the so what. Most public affairs teams spend 80% of their time gathering data and only 20% communicating its significance. Today, we're flipping that script. We're talking about how to turn all your tracking, tagging, and monitoring into executive ready reports that prove your impact without the traditional data dump. I'm Tommy Zei, an onboarding consultant here at Quorum. Over the last 5 episodes, we've been building out a masterclass on the modern policy workflow. From spotting that first signal in a committee hearing to organizing your work into strategic issue buckets and using AI to cut through the noise of 800-page bills. But none of that hard work matters if you can't clearly communicate your value to the people upstairs. This is the final episode of our 6-part series on mastering that workflow, and today is all about answering the one question leadership always asks: so what? Now, a quick disclaimer. We're going to be looking at specific Quorum reporting tools like Sheets, Dashboards, and Brief Builder to show you how to translate complexity into decision-ready insight. But even if you aren't a Quorum user yet, stick around. These principles of data-driven communication apply to every high-performing team. And hey, you might just see something that makes you want to upgrade your current setup. After this, we'll be moving on to new topics in future episodes. But right now, let's talk about proving your impact. The old way of reporting was to download a static Excel file formatted for 3 hours and email it to your team. The problem is that data is old the second you hit send. In Quorum, we solved this problem with Sheets, which are automatically updating spreadsheets you can build and customize. They pull in the latest bill statuses, AI summaries, and even future hearing dates in one place. You can use external sharing on Sheets to give a live link to your team or advocates. They can see the bills moving in real time without ever needing to ask you for a manual update. If you aren't on Quorum yet, the strategy here is to stop sending a static list. If you're using manual trackers, your goal should be creating a single source of truth that stakeholders can access on their own schedule. When you provide a live view, you stop being a data gatekeeper and start being a strategic partner. Sometimes the best reporting isn't a list at all, though. It's a picture. This is where dashboards come in. Dashboards are automatically updating reports you can make in Quorum that show a variety of data in graphs, charts, heat maps, and other visualizations to give a holistic view of your work. There's a lot you can do with dashboards in Quorum, but we have ways to simplify and streamline their creation. When I'm onboarding a new team, I always tell them to start with the pre-made templates we provide to save time. For example, you could create a stakeholder impact dashboard from the pre-made template. This helps senior leaders see high-level insights like which states have the most tracked bills, or how many interactions your team has logged with key offices over time. We also have pre-made templates for individual data widgets, like high priority bill movement. Instead of showing everything, you can create a visual that only shows your high priority bills that have had movement in the last month. The goal here is to prove you are driving outcomes, not just doing activities. If your boss can see a heat map of tracked bills or a bar chart of your team's engagement, they can grasp the state of play in 5 seconds. The final piece of the reporting puzzle is the Brief Builder. This tool creates professional PDFs that summarize bills, officials, and more. When you use one of our pre-made templates, the system pulls in data like the AI summary on a bill, key takeaways, and voting history automatically. These are great for leave behinds for an official's office after you have a meeting, or you can use them internally. If a governor or key stakeholder is going to visit your office, you can generate a bio brief on that governor for everyone that'll be meeting with them in seconds. A strong brief, whether generated by quorum or written manually, should always follow the rule of four. 1. What's happening? 2. Why it matters? 3. What the options are? And 4. What you recommend. Did you notice what's missing? A data dump of way too much information that muddies the waters. Here is your final takeaway for this series. Data is only as valuable as your ability to communicate it. This week, stop doing manual data dumps. Set up one live sheet or one visual dashboard that tells the story of your impact. When you make it easy for leadership to see your wins, you make it easy for them to give you the resources to win even more. That wraps up our 6-part series on mastering the modern policy workflow, from spotting the first signal to driving the final internal decision. If you found this series helpful, share it with your team. I'm Tommy Zei. Thanks for listening to Policy Wins.